So it is official. Clay Aiken's debut CD, Measure of a Man, has sold 613,000 copies in its first week. How do we know that?
Try not to smile. Just try not to.
How do we know that? It's because Clay has counted every one of them. But that makes it the biggest. It makes it the biggest first week for a debut solo artist in nearly 10 years. That's neat.
No kidding. It's more albums than Madonna's American Life and Beyonce's Dangerously in Love combined. And as you know, he sang for us last week on Good Morning America.
Which is the reason it sold 613,000.
Right. I mean, without us, what are you, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, right. But we want to welcome you. We want to congratulate you. But most of all, too, we want to tell you we have a surprise. There's someone here who wants to come out and tell you something else you may not know. The legendary, the awesome Mr. Clive Davis of J Records is here. Clive, are you ready?
A perfunctory handshake, he gets a hug because he's made you some money.
Indeed. There's a big difference, as you know. Normally, and there's nothing normal about what's just happened with Clay's extraordinary sales, we would present him with a Record Industry Association certified platinum album for these incredible sales figures of over 600,000 for a week. But the sales came in so incredibly fast that I have to say this is the first time that I've ever seen it within a week that we're presenting you with a plaque that is double platinum. Clay, this signifies that as of the first week of release, we have shipped 2 million albums of your debut album. That is quite extraordinary, really. So,
wow.
So what are you going to do next week?
Hopefully take a nap. Well, I don't know. Say nothing.
And
amazing.
You knew it all along? Or are you...
You know, you never know these things all along. When you discover someone, I didn't discover Clay, but when you do an album, when we went through it together, you feel that it's special. His voice is so special. Billboard magazine just called it the best pop album of 2003. Wow. And so that it's extraordinary when the word gets out, and when the sales come in, it's really electrifying.
You said to me once, triumph of the nerds. Yeah. I mean, like Everest of the nerds.
Do you have a spot on your wall for this, or are you going to stick it in the closet?
I'm going to have to, it's not going to go in the closet. I think it's going to have to find a place on the wall.
Congratulations to Clay Aiken.
Welcome to the 31st Annual American Music Award.
And the winner is Clay Aiken.
Woo. I'm not really used to winning anything here. I'm kind of used to second place. Wow. I have been amazed over the past 5 months at the support of some of the most amazing fans in the country. I could not have asked for a more supportive group of people, and I thank all the fans so much for putting me here today, just in this opportunity and giving me this opportunity. Thanks so much to Clive Davis and Simon Fuller, Vanessa Taub, John Dahlstrom, my mom, and everybody. Thanks so much, especially again to the fans, and thank you, God, so much for this opportunity. We started listening to songs for the album, and right after the show was over, I was really, really pleased with everything that we had. I was told that, you know, if you get 50% of what you like on your first album, then you'll be doing well. and I got pretty much 100% of what I liked. Whether there was a song or two that I didn't like, you know, it wasn't too difficult to get it off. So there was quite a good give and take, a good collaboration on putting the album together. Measure of Man has a great message to it, and is one of my favorites on the album. So that's part of the reason why we named the album that. It's kind of a reminder in a way. I'm suddenly finding myself in a position where everybody's watching me. Celebrities at some point, if they have so much exposure, become role models, and I have the opportunity to be a good one or a bad one. And so that the album title really to me is a reminder of remembering to measure up and to be the good role model and to set the good example and not to set what I think is a negative. I will carry you. I'm baffled, flattered, confused almost every day at how many fans there are out there for me. There are a lot of people in the media nowadays who just seem so pop culture and not as next door, you know. And I think that's something that I want to make sure I try to remain true to myself. I call out your name, you don't hear a sound. Diane Warren, I think, is an amazing songwriter, so meeting her was just a kick. As well as Neil Sedaka. He's such a genuinely nice person. But I think probably, in all honesty, the biggest person that all of us met was Oprah. I think that meeting Oprah was a thrill for everybody just because she's Oprah. I was 4 or 5 years old. I would sing out loud, and it wasn't until I think maybe 8th grade when I got, you know, the choir teacher started giving me the solos and that type of thing, that I realized, well, you know, maybe there's something here. And I never really thought that I was better than anybody else or good enough to make a career out of this. I just thought, you know, I'm good enough to get a part in the high school play and musical and whatnot, and that's the extent of my career, and that's how far I thought it was going to take me. And this is all a surprise in a way. Why do you ask him who heaven and earth? There are times that other people, I'm sure, see Ruben and Kelly and Justin and myself as people who took a shortcut. I don't think there are very many people out there who are successful today who, if you told them 2 years ago they could take a shortcut, they wouldn't have taken it. I'm sure they all would have. When your world breaks down and the voices tell you turn around. I think I probably missed the chances that I had to just hang out with friends at a home, watch TV, talk about anything other than what TV show I'm doing next or what song I'm working on next, you know. As much as I like the attention to be on me, sometimes it's refreshing to not have it be on me, you know. What you doing tonight? I wish I could be a fly on your wall. Working with kids with mental disabilities and special needs is a passion of mine, and I have this opportunity now to bring attention to these things. And so I started a foundation, the Clay Aiken Foundation, to integrate kids with special needs into programs with kids without special needs. Yeah, I know it hurts. Yeah, I know you're scared walking down the road that leads to who knows where. It confuses me, really, that people consider me a sex symbol. It's odd for me to kind of wrap my mind around people being interested in me like that at all. Lord knows I didn't have women falling all over me before this opportunity, so I don't feel comfortable, you know, encouraging it necessarily. But you know, I think I can accept it, and if I get a date or two out of it, okay.